Hoops Nation, James Mooney here with Corin Chesterton, league coordinator in Westchester. We are roughly 50 minutes away from tipping off our 2015 winter season. So as of right now, Corin, we have 5 teams. We just got the 15 pretty much finalized in the past 2 days.
There's a lot of chatter for 16.
Yeah, we have a lot of rumblings.
You guys are late, man. It's always last minute.
Yeah, so we have a dude that possibly could add a 16. We still got to get in contact with him, see if we can, but let's just go over the teams we currently have. I think this could be and will be our best season yet. Forget about the number of teams we have. 5 is not a great number, but it's enough. But the 5 we have.
Yeah, it's competitive.
Who we got? Massa Coastal, McBuckets, Bombers, Misfits, and the free agents. So,
and this isn't your old your grandmother's free agent team. This is going to be a good free agent team.
So let's rank them. Let's go number 1. I'm gonna go with number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Free agents.
Yeah.
You never know what you're gonna get. They're not a team that was built together. You know, we had to put this team together. A lot of those free agents, though, are Pippin ain't easy guys. You have Mario, you have Larry, you have Rich, who I think are a solid 3. And now with the pieces that we've added, with Otto from Dynasty.
Solid.
And you have Sean Smalls, who currently works with us here.
Small guy.
Kids Academy.
Played with him last night. Good player.
Good player, right? He could add.
Yeah.
So pieces are added to that team. Again, you just never know how they mesh.
They got to get team chemistry. There's a lot that goes into a free agent.
So would you agree with number 5?
Yeah.
So number 5 is free agents. Number 4, Misfits. I mean, it's nothing against Jeff Wall and Kevin Clampett.
We know what we're getting from our top 3 teams.
Yeah.
Misfits have good players. Kevin Clampett, Jeff Wall, solid. Clampett has what, 2 guys coming?
Apparently, I think at least one.
At least one guy. They're smart. They're a smart team.
They're an older team.
But they're smart, experienced.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to prove to us though that they're gonna crack our top 3.
Because you know what it is, when it comes to an older team, there's no egos really.
Mm-hmm.
They share the ball. They have a good sense of the game, and that's going to come into play big time. I really do think you're the team that could really a team takes for granted, and it's just your night. You play your game, and I think that could be a huge compliment to you guys and really help you. I just think, again, with an older team, you don't have to worry about guys taking 100 shots and not playing AD. You guys, we've seen your game. There are no egos. So I'm excited to see how well you guys do. I think you can do a lot better than people might think.
Mm-hmm. I'm a Trey.
So number 3, I'm going to say McBuckets.
I gotta agree.
And
I'll tell you my reason why is because you've added Mike Smalls.
That's my reason.
Mike Smalls is a hell of a basketball player.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
I think
for a dude that's 40, put me on
39
your workout regimen.
Yeah, he's fast. He could lock down defense.
Strong.
He could score the ball at will.
Guard anyone.
Guard anybody. His only problem is
himself.
Himself. He's got to buy into the team chemistry.
Yeah.
He could explode at any point. He says all the right things that you want to hear. I'll come off the bench. I'll guard their 5.
Yeah.
You're like, what's wrong with this guy? Like, why haven't he's been on our team the whole year?
Yeah.
And then they jump ball, and it's like he's coming at your neck.
Yeah.
Once something goes wrong.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Mike Smalls, and also Steve Neville is coming back from a rib injury.
From broken ribs.
Broken ribs. So
from an Ultimate Hoops injury with Jimmy Wilfong.
Yeah. So I mean, he wants to get back at Jimmy. He wants to prove something that he's not just like one and done.
Sure.
So he's coming back ready to play. So Neville's injury is another factor. Is he going to recover well? What if he gets hit again and it acts up again?
Yeah.
That'll be big to watch. Doug, how's he going to play? Like, they have a good team. It's just a matter of Smalls and Neville to me.
So without a doubt, adding Mike Smalls is a game changer. We just don't know which way it's going to go. We don't know if it's going to be. I'm telling you, Mike Smalls is either going to take you to that championship level. I think seriously. Him being an addition to your team puts you as a champion.
He's the biggest question right now for our season.
But does he affect the chemistry? he's a competitor. His problem with Dynasty was he felt he wasn't playing with guys that knew basketball or just share the ball well. They just didn't play well. And he took it upon himself, he's frustrated, he doesn't want to lose. So now he's with a team that can win. Does win.
Yeah, they back to back.
Listen, Massa's won.
Championship
Massa's won twice. But McBuckets has made it to the championship 3 times. Massa
had a chance to win it in once, close game and won.
That's it. So I think McBuckets again is going to be still hungry. Adding Mike is huge. Steve Neville is a little bit of a wild card too. Just
I'll put you on the spot.
injury.
Do you think Smalls helps or hurts the team at the end of the season?
I think hurts.
Yeah, really.
I think hurts. And it's nothing against Mike. It's just It's just that team. McBuckets is built on chemistry.
I know.
How does he enter it and takes a backseat?
They're obviously going to lose. They're going to lose a game. They're not that good where they're going to go undefeated. They'll lose a game. It's going to be interesting to see how he responds to that loss.
So number 2, Massa.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. Bombers are the champs, man.
They are. But it's.
All right. So who are you saying?
I'm putting the Bombers at 2.
All right. So I'm gonna give my reason.
Okay.
Massa Coastal. Bombers are the champions, so I'm going to give them the nod. They look good. They almost won the whole Northeast Championship. They're shooting the ball like no one else. But that's the thing with the Bombers. They're kind of living and dying by the 3. They still don't have. Well, they have Kevin Fleming. I'm not going to say they don't have an inside presence, because when I think of Kevin, it's just he's not a powerhouse. But he's relentless.
Yeah, he gets rebounds.
He gets rebounds. He finishes.
Layup, yeah.
He guards. He's your scrap guy, man. He's something you need, that the Bombers need,
yep,
to complement that outside shooting. But with Massa, the reason I have him at 2 is because I don't know. Like last season, Adam Krause was gone a lot. Brett was missing games. Steve Sawaka missed a lot of games. There's so many different factors where I felt like they weren't really into it last season, and it hurt them. Do they come back?
See, that's I feel like them seeing the Bombers do what they did and making it to now that we have the Northeast tournament.
Yeah.
I think
they're hungry again.
I think they're hungry, and I think the regular season to them is just like whatever. It's like the old school Boston Celtics mentality. It's like just do what you have to do through the regular season. Maybe Steve has to miss a week. Maybe Krause misses a week. Once playoff time comes, Steve's lacing him up. Krause is lacing him up. And you can't stop Steve,
So you still firmly believe that Massa's the team to beat?
A healthy Steve Sawaka wins a championship. I really believe that. And if you put a healthy Steve in maybe that, it's tough to say, but maybe that championship game against Jersey's team, maybe he lights it up. It's just he is a type of player in this league that can just go off for 60 on any given night. And then when he has to score, he can score. And him not being healthy last year really hurt them. He was hobbling.
Yeah.
So I think a healthy him really, there's no stopping him.
So now the reason why I have Bombers 1 obviously is because they're the champions, and they're just playing really well. Ryan Keller is shooting like he's doing what he's doing. Andrew he's playing well. Kirk's playing well. But who's playing extreme? That's what I was about to say. Joe Periotti is what he was able to do during this past Northeast tournament. He had like 4, 5, 6 threes. He shot the ball at a very high percentage.
And he still had time to complain about the basketball all throughout.
But you know what? If he's a guy that just does that, that's enough, man.
Come off the bench. He just comes off the bench, does his role, goes back to the bench.
To me, it'd be like, what would separate Massa and Bombers would be Pepe versus him. I look at Joe, and Joe's like the Pepe of the Bombers. Pepe is the Joe of Massa. Pepe's one of those guys where you leave him open, but Pepe can knock down that corner 3.
Pepe's, this hurts my argument, but Pepe's in their starting lineup. Joe's, the Bombers runs deep. He's coming off the bench.
Yeah, that's...
So Massa doesn't really have guys coming off the bench that could be that player.
Yeah.
But I still like Massa. And Bombers, I know you're the team, but just don't have a slump. Come out hungry. Don't think you got it all in the bag, because there's going to be good comp this year.
Well,
this winter.
We are now at this point. We're about 40 minutes away from tip-off. Stay tuned for interviews, highlights, all that stuff.
It's going to be good. Guys know each other now. These guys are going to be going after each other.
We have the top teams in the league. That's it. There's going to be no blowouts.
Yeah.
Unless
there's no friendships here until after that whistle blows at the end.
So, Ultimate
Especially
Hoops.
with me and this guy.
Ultimate Hoops. James Mooney.
Corin.
Peace.
You Hoops Nation, James Mooney here with Ryan Kelleher of the Bombers. We are about 3 minutes away from tipping off of our winter season here in Westchester. Now, Ryan, we have to talk just a slight bit about the Northeast tournament. Somewhere in the middle of the championship game, you disappeared. Can you at least tell us where you went?
I had an important date that I couldn't pass up. Reservations were booked, scheduled already. I had confidence in my guys, though. A little short, but I couldn't pass it up. Trust me when I say that.
So is there regret for missing the game?
Since we
Be
lost,
careful what you say.
yeah, I can't lie. No, there isn't right now. I couldn't pass up what I had going on.
All right, so now, with that being all said, with the winter season approaching,
Yes.
we have 5 teams. 4 of those teams, or at least 3 of those teams, are you, Massa, McBuckets.
Yep.
Probably one of our most competitive leagues. With you guys losing the Northeast, how hungry are you guys to get back to that tournament again?
I just think with the guys we got, I think it's just always going to be that. The hunger's always going to be there. Highly competitive. You know, everyone just wants to win. The team that we put together is, the number one thing is about winning. So, whatever it takes, that's the goal every year, and we're going to defend it this year.
Awesome. So Ryan, I don't want to take too much of your time. Get warmed up, and best of luck this season. All right.
Corin Chesterton, Ultimate Hoops Basketball here in Westchester with now second season Kevin Clampett. You come in last season as a free agent. Got your feet a little wet with the league. Now you come back with your own team, the Misfits. What are you looking forward to this season?
Well, last season I know quite what to expect. We kind of got our feet wet. This season we're out for the championship. It's championship or bust for us.
So speaking on that, tonight, opening week, you're playing the champions, the Bombers. They lost by a point in the Northeast Championship, won our championship. What have you seen from them?
Bombers are a tough ball club. It might take us a little while to gel. Tough matchup for us off the bat. We're going to give it our all, but we're looking to peak at playoff time.
Smart man. Their team has a lot of experience. We look forward to watching you this season. Good luck.
Thanks a lot.
Yep. Corin Chesterton, Ultimate Hoops Basketball League, here with Massa Coastal's Brett Axelrod. 89-53, week 1.
59, but okay.
Oh, 59, I'm sorry, 30-point victory. I'm going to ask one question.
Maybe we should switch. No, okay, go ahead.
Is Massa Coastal back?
We are back. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a tough season last one. Our big man was hurt. Steve Sarwatka, best guy in the league, was hurt without a doubt. Give credit to these guys, McBuckets. They beat us, no excuses. We are focused. We are back. We're going to do everything we can to reclaim the title. We've got 2 up there. We want the 3rd without a doubt. Our defense will be better. That's what lost it for us. We lost focus. We got the eye of the tiger back, if you will, throwback, so we're ready to go.
So now your game looked pretty tonight. I saw you drove to the basket a little bit, made maybe your first layup of you Hoop's career. Usually an outside shooter, but how you feeling? You feeling young again? Or I mean, you're always young. You look good out there on the court. How'd you feel?
I felt pretty good. These guys want me to shoot the ball from the outside to give us that little dimension. But tonight I tried to go inside, mix it up. You can't be one-dimensional. You got to show a little other parts of your game. So that's what I did, and it worked out for me.
So now I'm excited. Mooney's excited because if you guys win, it's potential free dinner for us. So.
That's right.
We got any guarantees for a victory, for a championship or anything? Can we throw anything out there?
I know you guys wanted so bad for me to say we guarantee a victory. I'm old school, so I'm not going to do that. I have too much respect for the players in this league, the young guys. But Massa Coastal is going to work really hard. And if we do win this, you guys are invited to Massa Coastal Restaurant, Mamaroneck Avenue. So come down and enjoy some dinner. But I think that if we play the way we did tonight, we definitely can win it again. We've got a work cut out for us, but we're going to work hard this season.
Well, I'm excited. I know Mooney had you ranked 2nd. I actually had you guys ranked 1st in our preseason rankings. So I'm behind you guys. Good luck.
We're ready to watch you guys.
Wait a second. Corin never has us ranked first. That's all bull. We're really ranked fourth. We're going to fly under the radar, and
I'm going to talk my fair share of smack. Don't worry. I mean, it's coming, but
I've never heard you say that before. Massa Coastal first. Listen, the Bombers are number one until they get knocked off. We're coming for them and send with buckets. We're going to do everything we can. It's going to be a great season. We're ready.
you played awesome tonight. We'll look forward to watching the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
You Hoops Nation, James Mooney here with Corin Chesterton here in Westchester, concluding our first day of our winter season for 2015. 2 games, 2 blowouts.
2 blowouts.
But the first one we kind of anticipated between Bombers and Misfits. Bombers, again, are reigning champions, almost our Northeast champions, but we won't get into it. Misfits are still, they're still a free agent team in the sense that
They're still feeling each other
they're still feeling each other out, for sure. But again, it's hard to judge how well they're going to do when you're thrown into the fire immediately with the Bombers.
Champions, coming in hot.
And then, second game, what you think would be a great game between McBuckets and Massa.
That's our go-to. That's our bread and butter. That's what we built our U-Hoops league on.
Yeah, I mean, the history behind that game is huge, and it's a 30-point blowout for Massa.
Now give McBuckets. It's they didn't have Steve Neville. They didn't have Matt Muller. They're feeling Mike Smalls out. So I mean, 30 points is a lot, but they didn't have their guys. And Massa is ready to prove a point this season. So that's where the two drastic differences came right there.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about in the pregame, what we felt with our power rankings, who would be where, and how would Mike Smalls fit in with McBuckets, and it's tough to judge today.
His attitude was
good.
Yeah, his attitude was
positive.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's just
the score didn't reflect it. I mean, you can't put it all on Mike Smalls. He took a lot of shots, but nobody else played well. So it's like
I think Sam Cohen might have played the best.
Steve Rodriguez 0 for 10 from 3.
Yeah,
you just can't have those games. You could have you're gonna have them, but you can't expect to win, and you can't put the blame on anybody. Quiet night from Doug. He seemed frustrated all night. It doesn't look good for McBuckets, but it's week 1. It's early.
Right.
You can't jump to any conclusions yet, but it's not a good outing at all.
Yeah.
They need to get their guys back. Muller is a key player. Neville
huge
comes
player,
back.
I'll say.
Yeah, huge player for them. Neville comes back, and everything can change 1 week.
Changes the dynamic of the team.
But I didn't like Doug's demeanor. Usually comes in, he's happy. Seemed just like low key tonight. And it showed on the court, and then Smalls took a lot of shot, was trying to fit into the team early, but maybe should have let the game come to him a little bit more, trying to do a little bit too much. Yeah, it didn't look good for McBuckets, but like I said, it's week 1. You don't want to jump to any conclusions, but Massa Coastal looked good. Steve Serwaka's healthy.
Triple-double, I think.
Triple-double, yeah, came in the last 30 seconds, had a triple-double. Brett doesn't age.
No.
Brett, you don't age, man. I said that post-game to you. I saw the layup to the basket, a little double clutch move.
Brett is and he's also our U-Hoops trainer in the sense that he's doing physical therapy to guys who get hurt on our court.
Yep. He's our U-Hoops trainer, he's our coordinator, he's running the interviews.
He's the ambassador.
He's the ambassador, he's the ideal Ultimate Hoops basketball player.
Never retire, man.
Never retire. He's the guy you want.
Yeah.
He's the face of your league.
He absolutely is. He's a great guy. Runs a great chiropractic business. Just check him out, look him up, get his card.
Brett Axelrod.
Brett Axelrod, man. Just, you have a bad back, whatever, go see him, man. So, shout out to Brett,
Yep. Shout out to Massa Coastal.
I think that gives me a free an adjustment, right?
Yeah. We're trying to get to the restaurant this year again.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though they're not sponsored.
They're not, so maybe be at a different restaurant. But yeah. Week 1, it's early. 2 blowouts, though, is not a good sign. But spirits were up. Misfits were, I guess, okay with getting blown up by 30, I guess, the best you could be. They're still feeling each other out.
Yeah. So my question to you is, based on what you saw, what stood out? What did you like? do your predictions?
I'm happy with my. It's the same old with Massa Coastal, you know. And if first 2 seasons they win a championship, last season if Steve doesn't get hurt, who knows if they don't win that 3rd championship back to back, which is tough to do. And he was playing hurt. He's healthy now, and they're right back to where they were season 1 and 2, and that's without Adam Krause. Mm-hmm. That's without Neer. Those are 2 big bodies, so they get those 2 guys back, and it's. People forget they have an awesome team chemistry also, you know, like people talk about McBucket's team chemistry and how well they play together. Massa Coastal have been friends and playing leagues every night together. Like these guys, if anybody are close friends, it's them. Yeah. So, you know, they played well without 2 of their guys, Adam and Neer, so they get those 2 guys back together and it's even better for them, you know? But the Bombers, they're playing well too, without Joe Parati. But I just think they depend too much on the 3-point shot. If that's not falling, you know. But then again, with Massa Coastal, if Steve's not hitting his shots, he still can get to the basket and do other things and get other players involved. More so than I think Dan can get to the basket and get other players involved. He's, you know, more of a one-trick pony where it's going to the basket. Munch is iffy. I think Massa Coastal's more of a safe pick than the Bombers. The Bombers have guys who are really good, and they probably have more potential than Massa Coastal. But right now, Massa is just a safe pick. So the Bombers have to really hit on all cylinders at the right times in the playoffs, which they did last year. We'll see if they can do it again.
Well, what I'll say is, with regards to Misfits, I actually liked what I saw. Mm-hmm. I liked their ball movement. I liked to an extent, their camaraderie. You know, Zach Weiser just works.
Yeah, he's like an energy
bottle, and he's got a jam, dislocated, broken finger that he still plays through.
Always smiling, always
having a great time.
Jeff Wall is a great point guard.
Yeah, Jeff Wall shooting the ball. Francis Linder's a good piece of that.
Well, here's my thing with that.
It gets their age, average age down.
That's true. Their thing is they're not afraid to shoot the ball, which is a good thing. Guys come into the league and are hesitant. Those guys, Jeff, since day one, he's shooting, which is good because it's like you keep shooting, eventually you're gonna make some shots.
He's someone you have to guard.
Exactly.
You know, it's just but I just like their spirits. I like their energy. I like watching them play. To me, in a men's league, you don't typically see good ball movement. You know, they have it, and I think they're gonna win a game or 2 or more.
Oh, no question.
You know, but. Again, you run to Bombers week 1. Bombers are literally just played last weekend. They played 2 games. They're rolling. Yeah. You know, so you guys haven't played together. This is your first day. So to me, I liked what I saw. Mm-hmm. With regards to Bombers are Bombers. They're still a good team. You know, it's like you said, they definitely do live and die by 3. But you know what? Ryan Kelleher, I mean, he plays limited minutes for whatever reason, and he just comes in, spots up, shoots the ball. I mean, the scouting is out. Yeah. Ryan's a shooter. Get out to him. Yeah. Put a hand up. Do something. Poke him in the stomach when he shoots. Get under him.
Set up a Tinder date for him.
Yeah,
or something.
Well, man.
if he doesn't stay the whole game, maybe you have a shot of winning some games. But
seriously,
it depends on how many dates he's going on.
This guy's on Match.com.
Christian Mingle
hot or not.
J-Date. Who knows what it is? He's somewhere.
Yeah. So you have them. They do their thing, and again, their chemistry is off the charts. Then you have Massa Coastal, another team that's very good with chemistry, but they look good, as they always do.
Yeah.
But Jimmy had a really good game.
Jimmy played well.
We don't really shout out Jimmy too much, but Jimmy had a solid game today. But my question with them is, Adam Krause is always in the air.
Yeah, he's got a tough work schedule.
He's got a tough work schedule, so his availability really hampers, I think, the identity of Massa.
I think Neer's going to be ready to go, man. He didn't really finish off the last season. Had some reasons. I feel like he's rested. He's going to come back and just be old school Neer, just bodying people, aggressive. Yeah. Like, I think he's going to be big.
Hair in the wind,
flopping and
flopping all over the place. So, McBuckets now. I don't know. Today's really hard to judge because again, it's Mike's first game. It's week 1, and Matt Muller wasn't here.
This is like overreaction.
And Mike Egan goes down with a sore ankle. That kind of changes everyone's mindset in the course of a game. He'll be all right. Mike's a warrior.
Yeah, he is. He'd play on a broken leg.
Yeah.
If we're in week 2, he's come back.
Seriously, you know, his leg's up in the air right now.
Yeah. He's got rice, rest, ice, compression, elevation.
So he's probably cooking Elios and pizza rolls.
Eating little babies.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Eating babies.
That means he's a tough guy, okay?
God, I hope he's not eating babies. So, I liked what I saw. I think, you know, again, with 5 teams, possibly 6, but I wouldn't bet my house on it.
Do you have a house?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
I do.
I'm in an apartment.
So, you guys are not welcome to come to my house anytime, alright? You can go to his apartment, right by Buffalo Wild Wings. Steve Neville's in his apartment, so
Neville's my guy.
Neville's his bodyguard,
That's
actually.
my bodyguard.
So, week 1 is in the books. I like what I see, kind of, sort of. I think as the weeks
It's
progress,
going to be competitive.
the juices are going to be boiling, the blood's going to be boiling, and we're going to have some really, really, really good games, for sure.
Yeah.
And free agents are going to be in the mix, too.
And if it's not a good game, we're going to have fun regardless.
Yeah, one way or another, we'll have fun, we'll joke on you. So, Corin, any last words?
No, it's fun. Week 1, shake off the nerves, shake off the rust. Come out and just
It's been a
play ball.
long break.
It's been a long break, so don't get discouraged by week 1. Come out and play ball. It's still early. You guys will be fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
And don't be too cocky if you won by 30 points, Master or Bombers.
Yeah, absolutely. So, U-Hoops Nation, Westchester, concluding our week 1 in the books. Stay tuned for articles, interviews, all that stuff. We got Kevin Clampton on the mic. We got Ryan Kelleher on the mic. Brett, all that stuff.
You want to watch Brett's.
Yeah. So, James Mooney,
Corin.
peace.